person that can deliver this country now, that have the what it takes, is Peter Obi.
Why do you think? So, sir, do you have your PVC?
I don't service and since in my house.
So you are voting for?
Peter Obi, obedient.
I mean, your PVC.
My PPC, yes.
Who you to vote for?
Nah, wow. Now for the right man, now. Obedience.
Do you have your PVC?
Yeah,
Have your PVC?
yes, I have my PVC.
If you have to vote now, who are you voting?
I will vote right. I will vote the most credible somebody. And that credible somebody is Peter Obi.
I have my PVC.
You are voting for?
I have my PVC. I have it.
You are voting for?
Even if while voting him 100 times, I will do so.
Thank you, sir. So, bros, who are you voting?
I'm voting for Peter Obi.
Sure, you have your PVC.
Yeah, I have my PVC, and I'm sure that he's the best candidate for now for this election. Yeah.
Partner, do you have your PVC?
Yes.
So you are voting for?
Yes, I'm waiting for Peter Obi.
You get your PVC now. You are voting for?
I get my PVC since 2015.
So you are voting for?
Obi? Obedient.
PVC.
Yes, I have my PVC.
So you are voting for?
Obi, obedience.
Right now, thank you.
In November, that the PVC will be ready for collections.
You'll be voting for?
I'll be voting for Peter Obi, Labour Party.
All right, thank you, sir.
I will vote for my brother, Peter Obi. Peter Obi.
Good morning.
Nigeria is good.
Nigeria is bad. Don't say it's good.
Why do you say it's bad?
Is this a country now?
Of course it is.
We can't call it a country. A country that is suffering poverty, hardship, everything is going on. We are suffering. All the whole. We don't know what. We say we are celebrating 60 what years. We are not celebrating anything. There is no Nigeria again, because the APC government has crumbled the country. As I speak with you now, nothing is working out.
What do you think is the way forward?
The way forward is to let the leadership, let there be a change of leadership.
So going to election, campaign start this month, October. So we have Kwankwaso. Do you know Kwankwaso?
Yeah, I do. I know.
Sean.
No need of asking me. I know. The only person that can deliver this country now, that have the what it takes, is Peter Obi.
Why do you think Peter Obi?
Yeah, he's an economics. You know what he's doing. You know what he's, at least, he's the only man that ruled Anambra State for years and have left money at the Anambra State pocket, Anambra State purse. He's a man that can deliver this country now.
People say the party know they give shishi. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, that's the way how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not when you use billions to win a primary, use billions to win election. You will recover your money back. After using the billion to win election, you need to recover your money. For him not using money, he doesn't need to recover any money. That's exactly the whole thing.
Sir, do you have your PVC?
I have.
So you are voting for?
I'm voting for.
Do you see any progress we've made so far as a country?
Well, we are 62 years, and the person standing with you is also close to that 62 years. I don't see any progress compared to other countries that also had independence like us.
Can you proudly say I'm a Nigerian?
I'm a Nigerian, but I can't proudly say I'm a Nigerian because when you travel out of this country, when you mention the name of Nigeria, they put you down. You know, in every country that you go. You just mention the name of Nigeria, they just put you down first.
So what do you think is the way forward?
The way I think forward is for our masses to brace up, to choose a credible leader.
Let's go then. Election is approaching, campaign starting this month. Who among these presidential candidates do you feel is the best?
Among the presidential candidates, if you check from their credentials.
Okay, let me give them their name. Do you know Kwankwaso?
I know Kwankwaso.
Sean.
I know Sean, yes.
Tinubu, Atiku, and Peter Obi.
Yes,
at least, okay. Who among these candidates can you vouch for? Can you say, has better plans for the country?
From what I've seen from people all over Nigeria, I think the most credible among them is Peter Obi.
Why do you choose?
When you check from his record, his during the time he was in public office, how he managed things, I think he's the best among them. Yeah.
Some people said the party, them know they give shishi. What's your thought on?
It is that attitude of giving shishi that brought us to this condition where we are now. Because if somebody wants to buy himself to power, definitely when he gets to that place, he will first acquire that power first. Because if you check from Western world, they don't give money to acquire positions. They choose the one that is credible to that very position. They don't give it to somebody who paves his way through finance to get to that position. Any person that paves his way to a certain position definitely is not going to do well.
He was formerly governor of Anambra State, so he left quite huge numbers of money for the governor that succeeded him. So people say he shouldn't have left that money in the office. He should have used the money for the betterment of people of Anambra State. What's your thought on that?
He left that money for the incoming governor. And during his tenure as a governor, he also did well as a governor. So if it were these other politicians, we have not seen anyone that did such thing. So I think it's a credit on his part to leave that money for the incoming governor.
So do you have your PVC?
Yeah, I have
your PVC?
Yes, I have my PVC.
If you have to vote now, who are you voting?
I will vote right. I will vote the most credible somebody. And that credible somebody is Peter Obi. That's the wise.
Which advice do you have for your fellow Nigeria going through tough time now?
My advice to them is before going to vote, they should consider the present condition that we are facing now. The high rate of inflation. If you buy macaroni today, if you go the next week, it adds 20 naira or 50 naira. That is not what we bargain for. So anybody who takes money to continue, for us to continue in this kind of situation for another 4 to 8 years, I think the person is not getting it right. Let us vote for somebody that will rescue us from this present situation that we are now.
As presidential candidate.
My brother, when looking at how it is now, for these 3 people that are bring as a president of Nigeria, Peter Obi is the best candidate, yes, to offer for Nigeria now, so that there will be a change, so that the youth will not continue to suffering. The old have nothing to offer. Because of their age, they cannot move to outside the country and go and bring what will make Nigeria to be a great. But they're only thinking of how, old man sense and the young man sense cannot be the same. When you watch Tinubu and watch Atiku, you see these people have been moving around Nigeria, using money to buy the vote. But this young man, being Peter Obi, cannot be able to use 10 naira and buy vote.
Let's go there, sir. They know they give shishi. Yes. They are stingy. What is your thought on that?
My brother, in terms of stingy, Peter Obi will make Nigeria a great by not sharing Nigeria's money. He don't want to share the Nigerian money for what is not offering a good thing in Nigeria. But we will share Nigerian money in a way to offer us a good thing. Let the youth, when the school finish, they have a school, they have factories, they have companies where they can be employed. Not when the children's school is finished, they cannot be able to employ to any work.
So, sir, you will play your partner. Do you have your PVC?
Yes.
So you are voting for?
Yes, I'm waiting for Peter Obi.
What will be Peter Obi party name?
Party name? Labour Party.
All right, thank you, sir.
I'm rooting for Peter Obi.
Why do you choose Peter Obi?
His calculations, the way he talks, shows that he has something upstairs. Yes.
So now, you get your PVC now, you are voting for?
I get my PVC is 2015.
So you are voting for?
Obi? Obedient.
So now, what did you say make obedience dey special among the rest candidates?
I feel say now the waiting the man they showcase. Now he make people they out for him. Say now this man. Every Nigerians are just saying that if not, it will be not any other person.
Some people say they go beat him if he withdraw. They go if Peter Obi say he no do again, they go beat him.
That is too late. It is too late. So we are not in for that again. We are waiting for the real day.
What do you think of the? Okay, I asked you about not giving shishi. The party, they give shishi.
Yes, I like not giving shishi. 2019, when I went to cast my vote, they were giving me money. But I told them that if I had come here to vote for money or collect money, I wouldn't come all the way from there. I trekked all the way from Elios down to Waterlines to cast my vote. So I wouldn't want to do such thing.
So this time we are setting a standard.
A very big standard and a very big goal.
So how will you feel Peter Obi win?
I will be very happy, very glad. I wouldn't mind trekking from here to Abasel.
All right, thank you. Coming election now, who do you feel right now is the best presidential candidate?
I think Peter Obi. Peter Obi, I think, is the right person.
Why do you say Peter Obi?
Because of the track record. As a governor of Anambra State, who can see what he did in Anambra, how he has been able to manage the little resources Anambra State has to have, imparted in so many lives and made Anambra what it is today. And also for personality's sake, when you look at Peter Obi as a person, you can see that is different from the normal politicians we have in Nigeria. He's a bit credible, and every of his word is traceable, is verifiable. He's not somebody that will talk as a politics. He tells you what you can go and verify. And so far, I believe he's the right person that can change Nigeria and make Nigeria a better place.
Peter Obi is the right?
Yeah, Peter Obi is the right candidate.
Do you have your PVC?
Yeah, I've done my PVC, but it's not yet out. I asked sometime last week, and they said by November that the PVC will be ready for collections.
You'll be voting for?
I'll be voting for Peter Obi, Labour Party.
All right, thank you, sir. Nigeria is good.
Nah. Unless tomorrow, we will be now.
Sir, what do you think will be the way forward?
2023 election, they come now. Now to vote for Peter Obi now, we're going to say things don't change already.
Why you choose Peter Obi?
Because of the time when we rule for Anambra State, do something well there.
So you think that Peter Obi is the right man for the job?
Yeah, like young man and two, now I'm the right man.
Say, they give shishi. What do you think about that one?
Person when they give shishi, he give me work where I go to chop money every day. I prefer that one. Yeah.
What you thought? Some people also criticize and say the money went leave for office then. Say you're not supposed to leave money then, supposed to use the money for the betterment of the life of people in Anambra. What do you think about that?
Why you leave the money there now? Because of internet don't reach, you need to come out. Yeah, so leave the money there, make the next governor come use and do something, but that one now was criminal.
So, sir, do you have your PVC?
I don't service and since in my house.
So you are voting for
Peter Obi, obedient.
Okay. Which encouragement you go give Nigerians now, where they go through turbulence in the country?
No, we join my hand in 2023, vote Peter Obi, the right man.
Thank you.
Any of the parties, I only have my PVC. I'm ready to vote for that day. But we have tested PDP, we have also tested APC. I believe we need to test another one too, so that we check them very, very well.
So who do you think is the right man right now?
I'm thinking of Labour Party, if guy is not taken. In the person of Peter Obi. Yes.
So you get your PVC?
I have it very well. Since ages I have been voting.
So who are you voting for this time?
I will vote for Peter Obi to test him.
Thank you. Who among these presidential candidates, we have Ikoku, Peter Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu, who do you think right now is the best presidential candidate?
Well, we can think of Peter Obi because he's a young man. Other ones are very old. A man of 70, 80, 90 years, I don't think that he can perform well again.
Some people are saying, Tinubu is back from UK. A lot of people say the man has died, the man is sick, but the man is looking vibrant. And the person of Atiku, we saw him doing exercise. They said them get experience more. What do you think about that one, sir?
If you look at me now, I'm almost 60. I'm 60 now, yes. But you think of somebody who is my father. Tinubu is a father, a grandfather. Atiku is a grandfather. So I don't think it's necessary. We have use in the country.
So what's it going to make Peter Obi different now?
If you can see Peter Obi's performance when he was a governor, and he's a young man too. He has portfolio.
Do you have your PVC?
I have my PVC.
So you are voting for?
As of now, I have never decided because of we are looking at referendum.
Thank you.
My people used to say, whatever they have in hand, they not use a mirror to look at. We all have seen that Peter Obi is the best candidate I have ever seen. And Nigeria, we need to go forward, backward never, forward ever. So
Why do you choose Peter?
why I choose Peter Obi is that Peter Obi is an economist, number one. And by when he ruled Anambra as a governor, I think he has a good, yes, so his record is enough. I think he left a lot of money in the account for the honest.
For that money where you mention now, some people criticize and say that money wey leave for Anambra, say no suppose leave that money. Say suppose use the money for the betterment of the life of people. He suppose use and do something. What do you think about that one?
Yes, my brother, he did the right thing because as the outgoing governor, he need to leave something so that the next government has to work with. You understand? So for the facts, Peter Obi remains the best candidate.
Instead of borrowing, that money is supposed to be kept in the account of the state.
He did well. He did absolutely well.
So, sir, do you have your PVC?
Yes, I have PVC.
So you are voting for?
I will vote for my brother, Peter Obi. Peter Obi.
What's the party name of Peter Obi?
Yes, Labour Party.
Thank you. Among these candidates, you feel say he go do better for Nigeria?
My brother, make Peter Obi enter the seat.
Why do you say Peter Obi?
Yes, because he's a young man. He's instant fit. Others, they are leaving this supposed they are leave their position they're supposed to rule this country. They don't come out for line at all. Make the person who get strong leg, make him stay for the seat and change this country for us. If he can do that.
So some people say age they bring experience. People like person of Atiku and Tinubu, them get experience past Peter Obi. What do you think about that one?
Nothing like age. Nothing like age. Young boy can advise old man. Old man can advise small boy. Nothing like age. Peter Obi can advise old man. We stay with him. Let him be there.
You get your PVC?
I mean, when time reach, I go reach here.
I mean, your PVC?
My PVC, yes.
Who you go vote for?
Wow. Now for the right man, now. Obi.
For you.
So, sir, for this upcoming election where they come, so now we have Peter Obi, Kwankwaso. Do you know Kwankwaso?
Kwankwaso is a Nigerian. Yeah.
You know Shawore?
Shawole, yes.
And you know Peter Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu. Who do you think now is the best presidential candidate?
Peter Obi is the best candidate.
Why do you say so?
He's a good man to be in that chair.
So now, some people say the party, they know they give shishi as a Peter Obi. What do you think about that one?
No, we are looking for more progress. Forget party. Understand? Peter Obi is not corrupt. Others party are corrupt. What we are looking for is to promote corruption in Nigeria.
So, sir, do you have your PVC?
PVC, yes.
So you are voting for?
For Peter Obi now, of course. Thank you.
What will be the name?
Because when in a land where there's no institution, okay, right from independence till today, we are not forging ahead, rather we are retrogressing.
Sir, can you proudly say I'm a Nigerian?
Well, at the moment, I mean, at the moment.
What do you think is the way forward?
Why? Wherefore is this? If our leaders can retrace their steps, if they can abide or imbibe on the truth, if they can carry the masses along because they believe on their own, okay, to get rich.
Sir, we are in the era of election right now. We have some good numbers of candidates, coming out. We have the person of Peter Obi, Atiku, Kwankwaso, and Shawore. Who right now do you feel is the best man for the job of the country?
Well, you mentioned no less than 5 men there. We have Amanda of presidential aspirants who want to govern the country. By what I've seen so far, apart from one man that could be managed, only one man that could be managed amongst the Amanda of political presidential aspirants, that is independent of Peter, based on his artisanal as governor of Anambra formally. There is on record.
Some people say the party, they know they give shishi. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's the bane of this country. That's why this country is, like I said before, that's why the country is wallowing into abject poverty. Because politics is not about money. You have to build human capacity. Okay, we are still talking about infrastructure for over 62 years when the counterparts, advanced countries, are talking about advancement in technology. Now, I like what that man said. I like his mantra. Peter Obi by saying that it's not here to share money, okay? Because if you share money today, we share money tomorrow. Build people, okay? Let our education be in progress. Let the youth get work, Look at how the roads are today for over 2 years. Okay, death traps here and there.
People say based on his antecedents, or that he left huge number money at the office while he left. Some people criticize him, say he not supposed to leave that money. Say that money is supposed to use them for the people of Anambra sake. What's your thought on that?
The man did well. If you are sent to an errand to go and buy something, to go and do something by your master, and at the end of the day, you got what your master needed, and you bring back some balance, it's a kudo. For instance, without what Peter Obi left in the coffer of Anambra State, what would the other man use? The former governor, what is his name? Obiano. So the man did well. In terms of education, he was not owing workers, okay? He paid workers, retired ones their gratuity. Since and it still it wasn't an oil producing state then. Yeah, he was able to carve a niche for himself. Okay, so give him a soft landing. If you might, by the grace of God, tomorrow as the leader of this country, I mean, both all this agitation of this and that might be a thing of the past. People are hungry, and a hungry man is an angry man, and you can't take it from them.
Sir, you do mention agitation. Do you think agitation for Arewa, Oduduwa, Biafra will be minimized?
Let me tell you, although one agitating for maybe one thing, for one reason to another, it's not a bad thing. It's even in the constitution of the country today. And why I say that people are agitating because of what? They are being neglected. Not only when food is not on man's table, what will he do? And this is a country where God blessed this country with all kinds of mineral resources, but only few are enjoying. Not less than 5,000 persons, what belongs to 200 million people. My dear, the ratio speak it. It's very wrong. So we want a leader that will bear the cart. Okay.
Peter Obi is the right man for the job.
Well, from what we have seen so far, from the antecedent, without being prejudiced, I don't care where he heard from. All we know, he that can bear the cart, he that can bring a smile on people's face, he that can bring food that God can use to bring food on people's table, he that can a citizen of this country can have respect, because as it stands now, we don't have even respect here. Look at the youth in the house today. Youth that's supposed to be in school.
You're already campaigning for Peter Obi. Sir, do you have your PVC?
I have my PVC. I have my PVC. I have it.
You are voting for.
Even if while voting him 100 times, I will do so.
Thank you, sir.
As it stand now, as it stand today, I will look like a reasonable one, Peter Obi. Peter Obi, the right candidate.
Why do you choose Peter Obi?
I choose him because of the beginning of in home. He background his state proper way. So through that, he can background Nigeria well.
But people said the party, they know they give shishi. What's your thought on that, sir?
To do?
They know they give shishi.
Yes, chopping of bribe. The reason why Nigeria be in hardship today is because of eating of bribe. Bribe is what making Nigeria is today. Let's practice freedom election. We don't need money. What we need is our determination. Let our yes should be our yes. Because since over years, 1999 today, Nigeria started practice democracy. We are PDP share the money. We didn't see the development of the money. We didn't see what we're sharing is life. After sharing the money, we share life. Many people die. But let us try the P2B, be the labor, so that we are going to think about agriculture and all the rest of the thing. Look at many boys today. Our boys is lazy. Because of what? No job. We are based in narrow beds. We're based in the kidnapping and this thing, murder and all the rest of the thing. Because of what? There's no job. So that is why I supported P2B.
So, sir, do you have your PVC?
Yes, 100%.
So you'll be voting for?
Way forward that we are going to P2B, our brother P2B. We are going to give him a good vote. He's going to win.
Why do you choose P2B?
He's a young man. He's a very young man. He will take us. He will carry us. He will carry us along.
They say them know they give shishi. What do you think about that?
We are not. We know they give shishi. We are not. We know they give shishi. We know they collect shishi.
So, sir, you get your PVC?
Yes, I have my PVC.
So you are voting for?
Obi, obedience.
Right, yeah. So, sir, for this upcoming election right now, sir, who among these presidential candidates you feel right now say is the best?
I will vote for Obi. Obi is the best.
Why do you go for Obi?
Obi is a obedient person. He can rule Nigeria. He can put Nigeria in order.
What will you say of the president of Tinubu, Atiku, and Kwankwaso? Do you know Kwankwaso?
I know Kwankwaso, but I feel that Obi will beat them. Yeah.
Yeah, some people say the party them they stingy. What do you think about that one?
I like make the stingy people rule Nigeria, so Nigeria will be okay. I don't want the Nigerian money to be scattered like that. Yeah.
You get your PVC?
I get BBC.
Who you dey vote for?
I vote for Obi.
Thank you.